friends, Allison here with AJ's Inspired Life, and I have the second half of October in a flip through for you in my fauxbonichi daily art journal, daily junk journal, whatever we're gonna call it. I don't know, but I have already posted the first half of the month, and I realized it wasn't actually any shorter. You guys, I'm so sorry. I just get to rambling and chit-chatting. So we'll do the second half. I'll try and be quicker, but this is my handmade October journal that I made out of a piece of scrapbooking paper. I've showed it to you before. I just used encyclopedia pages or whatever else in here to make the pages, and then every day I enter in, my daily happenings, and it's kind of multi-layers and junk and whatever. So let's get started, shall we? If you want to see the first half of my month, it ended on the 16th, which is right here for you guys. So please go back and take a look at that. If you're new here, thanks for joining. I have a few new subscribers recently, and I really appreciate you coming. So I hope you enjoy my flip through. So I will start here on the 17th. So this was a day, so Thursday, I went to Target after work, and so I put a little note here. I ran to Target on the way home. I had to get some cookies for my daughter's school, and I found this really cute perpetual calendar. It's actually wood, and you like slide the numbers in, and anyway, in that, dollar spot, which is no longer the dollar spot, but it was $5, and I was like, it's so cute. And I'm just so sad because it doesn't fit like in the spot I had wanted it to, and so Anyway, I put it in another spot, but it was really cute. Sometimes they have some great things in there that I think are still really affordable, even if they're not $1. Anyway, I went to Hobby Lobby. I found the cutest die cuts, these girls here, and there was a pack of them, and I thought they were so cute. I don't know their brand, but I think it was the Hobby Lobby brand or whatever. I think I might have showed you these in the haul, but here's all the designs, and I think you got maybe 3 of each or something. So anyway, I thought she kind of was enough fallish in her little black dress. Anyway, it's definitely raining today. I realized I have not put out a video that I did tape on a haul, so it might be in there. But this is the day I got my day tape. In my past video, I think I said I got it back here. Maybe not, but I got my day tape here, which I just really love. And so I've been I know it says Thursday twice on there. It's okay. I'm in love with it. Super windy today, so I noted that we're definitely having a season already. So that's part of what I do love about living in the Pacific Northwest, which is not where we're actually from. We are relatively new here, still a couple years, so I'm still kind of enthralled with it all. These are plastic, came in a paper pad from Michael's that I just love. And so this skull, I think he's really cool. I want to make sure I have you guys. Okay. And so I just put that kind of over the top. Okay. And then I put some notes, and I just put kind of like, what a crap day. So there's a emoji poop there. And I just did some journaling there. We have some stuff going on at work. I have to be intentional with my energy. And then at the bottom here, I put, my daughter had a great game, another shutout, and she played half a net and half on the field, and she got to score 2 goals, and she got 2 assists. That was super fun. She loves doing that. And I put, it was so cold, I had to come home and make coffee. The field, as cold as it is wherever we are here, that particular field at our school, it's like a wind tunnel or something. It's freezing. So anyway, okay, Friday, the next day was the 18th. For you CrossFitters out there, it's the Open, which is a competition, if you will, that anyone in CrossFit can do, including the elite athletes. And so they post 1 workout a week for 5 weeks, and everybody does it if you're registered. And if you're not registered, you still just do it for fun or whatever. Anyway, so I did 20.2, and yeah, it's okay. I'm still working on healing my arm, so it's not super fun. So put an envelope here. I believe this is an envelope from Sweet Elizabeth's fodder folder last month that she gave me. This is, I think, a Dollar Tree sticker. I'm almost sure. And here's my date stamp. A little Snoopy cutout from a card that I'd gotten before, and I cut it up. And inside I put my daily cards. So my daughter and I went to the mall to return her dresses that she didn't use for homecoming. And it's a little bit far from us. We don't have a mall right next to us, and we have to go over the toll bridge and stuff. So it's like we decide to go. We got all the way over there and realized we forgot the bag of things to return to the department store. So I was a little bummed, but we shopped for some boots for her. We found her a really cool, nice jacket that she really likes. And she needed one. She has a couple other lighter ones, but she really needed a heavy one. So finally found that. We didn't find the boots. And then my sweet girl, I dropped her off at a football game for a friend of hers, not our game because our game was away, and it was their pink out. So if you watched my last video, we had a pink out here to support breast cancer where the kids go crazy and dress in pink. I had a picture here. And so anyway, she did not go all out, but she was pretty pinked out, and she ended up sitting by herself because her friend did not meet her there. And her friend came and had something happen and then ran up to this. Anyway, I was just so proud of her for doing it because I know that's hard, like as a teenager. And I just put, she was nervous. She called me. I had dropped her off, obviously, and then she got a ride home. So she stayed by herself and she sat in the parent section. I'm just so impressed with her handling that and her character. So, and then she came home with her friend's dad. So, here's my appointment cards for the day. I went to a new chiropractor and physical therapy for my shoulder and went to the bank today, with my boy. So I met the boy at the bank and we made his accounts, adult status. It's a big deal, right? To be 18 now. And so, he made a major deposit into his savings, and then he went home and opened up his first Roth IRA account. And he's investing his money. So it's really cool. He has a really cool class at school this year, and they're learning how to do that. And he's very, very into it, which is what he wants to study next year in college anyway. But just, it's amazing. Every step, I know every parent says it, and I miss them being babies, but it is an honor to watch them at each step of their aging and watch them become adults and young adults. And anyway, just super proud of him. But it was kind of one of those moments where I was like kind of crying, kind of not, kind of proud, kind of sad. Anyway, here's my note on my new chiropractor today. They think I tore a tendon in my rotator cuff, if that's even the right words. If you're a PT out there, whatever, please don't correct me. Yes, it's my rotator cuff, and we're going to be working on it for a while. So I'm a little bummed about that. But so that was the 18th. Okay. On the 19th, we did Saturday. It's a bridge ruck. It was raining. It wasn't too bad, but it was definitely raining. And we have been watching Ruck Select, which if you don't ruck, it is where people sign up to go through a very, very intense 48-hour, I believe, selection of the elite. It's very much, I guess, like the SEAL training or the elite in each division of the military. And so literally like 200 people signed up, like 58 showed up. And, every hour, every whatever, there's people dropping out or getting marked out. It's crazy the stuff they were doing. So just pure delirium at some points and setting in and body breaking down basically. So we were just watching that. And then the person that leads our ruck, because we have a really fun just ruck club. Sometimes there's, parents and kids and dogs, but this was a little bit harder one. So we were soaking wet. I showed up with my coffee thinking we were going to ruck over the big bridge by where we live. And anyway, the person that led it was like, okay, we're going to do PT, and we normally do it at the end. We're going to do it in the beginning. It was nuts. So that was a lot. But after that, I went to his wife's house, actually, and I have not done this in years, but I went to a stamp party. She is a demo for Stampin' Up, and I haven't bought stamps or stamped with a group like that in a long time, and I just so miss it. And we just had the best time. We made the best cards. It was super fun, and I really, really enjoyed it. And then she let me borrow her coffee stamp to bring home because I loved it so much and I wanted to do it. So if you've seen my Instagram post, if you haven't seen, I opened up a separate Instagram. I had my family page, and then I just went over and opened up an AJ's Inspired Life page also. So if you haven't checked that out, please do. Please go over there. I'm posting most of my pages and then some other crafty stuff on there. So just some pictures. But I've been making a lot of these coffee cups while I still have her stamp set. So I just love that. So that was super fun. I called my aunt, my husband's aunt, on the way home because that's who I used to do it with, and just chit-chatted because we just miss those days. So let's see. This was also Saturday. Some of these I got to do a 2-page spread. So my boy sailed up in another regatta up in Seattle, and with some of the other top colleges. It was really, really cool because the high schools and the colleges sail against each other, like all together. And so he's competing with colleges, which is really a nice measurement of kind of how they are and if they're prepped for next year and college sailing and just all of that. So a couple tough races. He's ready to go back to tomorrow, and I put this is probably his last regatta in Washington for high school season, which is crazy. So over here, I put that my daughter went to the pumpkin patch and the corn maze with her friends. They had a good time and she looked cute. I miss having these days with the kids, but I'm excited for her, obviously, because they don't want to go with their mom all the time now. They want to go with that. So this, so you guys know, is a cutout from a calendar that I've just continued to like cut up and cut up and cut up. And so on the back, like right here, you can see, you're out of frame, sorry. Right here you can see like that's the actual calendar page, and it had writing on it. So I painted it black and then I wrote on it with my white pen, which you can also see did not do a fabulous job. But it's okay, it gets it done. It gets it done. So, and then this this actual page right here is out of a big book, like a art history book that I use. I don't know what to call it. Let's see. I have it right here. It's this ginormous book. And I have decorated a lot of the pages, but it's like this. Okay. So I rip these out and then I use them to make, journals, right? So I'll just rip that out and make a journal page. So this was already painted, and I put this quote that I just printed out and got a Ucha glue on it. But anyway, I just put that in the middle of it. But this black part here was the actual thing on the page. And then I just ripped some washi to go around. Okay. All right. Sunday the 20th. Put a little sticky card in here. It just says journaling and coffee. Love the coffee stamps. I want to make a full set for the holidays. And so I made coffee and pumpkin bread, and I just put it's pumpkin spice latte season, which is one of the little stamps. It's so cute. I love everything pumpkin spice latte. That's not true. There's some things out there that don't need to be pumpkin spice latte, but you know what I'm talking about. The bread, the coffee, the yumminess, that sort of thing. I love it. Okay. I got a Happy Meal order I got a Happy Meal from Sweet Christy. She's so talented, and I'm always in awe of the friendships that we build through art and through this community. So this is a piece of scrapbook paper. This is a piece of paper she sent me in my Happy Mail. So I had made an order from her, and then she included a couple extra goodies that were just so thoughtful and sweet. But this right here is so cool, you guys. It's piano paper, like, what do they call it? The pianos that play by themselves. So cool. And then her washi, I ripped it off the envelope and stuck it on there, I think, with this. I think I kind of maneuvered that, and some little stamps from the same set that I borrowed, this Stampin' Up! Set that you can no longer buy, but I found one used that I think I'm going to buy. So I've been using those as much as possible. I love it. So that's the 20th. And then I just made a flip up here. And I don't know if I have you. There you go. That's better. Over here I got out my first box of Halloween decorations and started setting up the house. I love fall. My daughter went to a friend's house and they all had to work on their outfits, and she painted her jacket for Fishbowl. We have a big football game coming up and everybody dresses. It's bananas. And so they come up with an outfit every year that they want to do. So they all went over and painted their clothes. It was super, super fun. And my boy and his team, they won Cascadia Cup. It was super cool. They brought home first place in high school this weekend, which is, again, a huge honor. And they came in second overall. The University of Washington got first. So, and it was so close. It was like, I don't remember the point spread, but great sailing. So, pretty amazing, and a great way to end his high school season for fall. So super, super fun day. All right. Monday, the 21st, I just put a note like a busy day. I just did my to-dos. So bank. I was supposed to go to the gym. I did not go to the gym because something else ran over. I can't remember what. I crossed it off by mistake. So then I just crossed it off. So I got half the bills paid. I went and volunteered at the school. I did journaling. I went to the grocery store and to Costco, and I went to my chiropractic appointment. And then after that's just like normal pickup and drop off or do whatever we do. This again, is obviously a book page from a cookbook. And this is beautiful material from Christy's package. So I just glued it right in here. I ripped it off and glued it in there. Oh, here I gave blood. So I had this little neat card I found in my Halloween pocket of stuff, and it said blood donors needed. So I'm an O negative. I just said I always feel good when I donate blood, so I try and do it. I don't know. They need me, like they call every 6 weeks because that's the minimum. I probably do it every closer to 10 weeks because by the time they call and then I forget, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, adulting day. I didn't get everything done. My timing got thrown off this morning and I never got back on track. So that's what happened. But I still felt productive and super grateful for my family today. And this was a little pocket. So this whole page obviously is bigger. And then I just folded it up to make a pocket because I was going to I was just going to use it, right? Like this, but I ended up not needing it, but I like it. And it had the pumpkins on it. So I just left it. And then I ripped off this part because I was going to do something, but that's the way it is. So that's Monday the 21st, Tuesday the 22nd. Oh my gosh. So, I mean, I've posted before, work is nuts right now. We have some stuff going on. And so my husband texted me my son texted both of us with a picture of like a flyer for a fundraiser. And he is like, can we go? I get extra credit if I go. And so my husband texted me and was like, date night ? And so we hit the Mexican food. So my daughter's game was way out of town this day, and so my husband didn't go. He normally goes. I can't go. Just by the time I get off work, it's too far to go. So he and I went to Montezuma's, and I just put step aside coffee. This is a job for alcohol. I rarely drink. We rarely drink. We sometimes split a beer. So we got a beer this night, but it tasted good with that Mexican food. So this was the sweetest card I got from my boss. And she wrote, you are an amazing woman. And you inspired me, which it spoke to my heart. And she just had this card like someone had given it to her, and then you're supposed to pass it forward or give it after she got them at a conference, I guess. And then you're supposed to give it to someone at the conference, but she held on to it. And she said, I just held on to it knowing that I would know who to give it to. Oh, it makes me tearful. Anyway, it says, Raina gave me this sweet card. I was really touched by the thought behind it. Things are hard now, and I will miss her. So my boss is actually leaving for an amazing, amazing job that she got, and is such a good deal for her, but we're going to miss her very much. So my daughter had soccer. I just put it here. They won. And then, I put this here because we had ordered 4 things from Amazon, and we got a package today, like a mailer, right? I know this is what they're known for. This mailer, plastic. It had 2 pencils in it. Like a pack of 2, mechanical pencils that my son wanted. Yeah, I don't know. I need to be more careful about that and see if I can check a box that says combine things, and we don't need it I don't know. But anyway, so I put that there. All right, Wednesday the 23rd. Let me make sure I have you. Yep. Okay, so Wednesday the 23rd, today is a gift. Watched a new show called Saturdays in the South. Oh, okay, so I went to work. My husband went to work. We came home. He was watching the show, and it just sucked us in. It was very cool. It's about football stories, and I love college football. So that was a fun. We just did that, and we rarely watch TV, and we even more rarely watch TV together. So to sit down and watch it, I thought it was a pretty cool documentary. It was all about the history of college games and just following 2 schools every week and the season, and it was pretty cool. So we watched that for a couple of them. And then I got my Tim Holtz stickers today that I ordered, and they're sarcastic, and I am sarcastic, and I know not all of you think they're hilarious. So I think they're sometimes hilarious. And so it says, I'm sorry, did I just roll my eyes out loud? Yes. because it's Wednesday, and I know I had a work meeting this day, so I was like, staff meeting today. So can you guys see that? There's little stickers and it says it's all part of the plan. I put staff meeting today. It's crazy. Not sure what's going to happen logistically and emotionally. It's all I can do to remain calm. So that's kind of what that's about. And then after work on my way home, I went to Target and bought 2 pumpkins because they were like $4. I don't even know, like cheap. And we don't go to the patch for them anymore. It's just for the fun stuff that the kids go to the patch. And then anyway, I just buy them at the market for them. They don't even pick them out anymore. And then we got another Amazon package today. My daughter's got silver shorts and a white sweatshirt for the football game because that's what she needed. So anyway, another Prime envelope at my house. All right. The next day is Thursday, the 24th. I posted this page in my fauxbonichi group online, not my group, the fauxbonichi Facebook group. And a lot of you commented on this circle, so I just want to make sure I tell you about that. This is a doily that some of you know I've sent out in Happy Meals before, and I just got a bunch of doilies and painted them, so I just cut a piece off and stuck it on there. And I did get a couple minutes of journaling this morning. I've been really working on my morning routine and spending a little bit of time grounding myself and doing some writing and stuff as part of the last 90 days with Rachel Hollis. And so I enjoyed just touching base with my journal that morning and doing my writing. And so that was nice. I'm making pumpkin spice coffee at home, which is nice. And a little journal sticker from one of the, sticker pads like this that I know you guys have seen. It's not this one, but it's one like this one that I got at Tuesday morning a while back. Okay, here's one of the Tim Holtz stickers. It says, starting tomorrow, whatever life throws at me, I'm ducking, so it hits someone else. Again, I'm sorry. I think it's funny. Okay, and so I just made this flip up, and so I wanted to just tell people, I cut this piece of scrapbook paper, but the reason I cut it in this shape is because this thing underneath is actually packaging from like a can of nuts or something. I took them to work. I don't know. I just try to use like everything from my day. So our trash is less, and then it reminds me a little bit about something. So anyway, I put scrapbook paper on top of it and glued it on there to make this. But this actual thing is from nuts, which is funny because then I wrote work is nuts. I crack myself up sometimes, you guys. Okay, so it says so many changes and nodes to decide the plan of the program and taking ethical things with clients. I don't know what I will choose to do. I need to know what I want before our meeting next week. And I put Eric worked half a day and was home early. He's been stressed, and so days off is perfect. And then a little TV sticker. I put them all cut up on watching NCIS on Netflix. 15 seasons. I don't know how long it's taken me, but it's taken me forever because I just kind of watch it while I'm down here crafting. But for those of you that watch NCIS, now I don't know what to do because apparently you have to pay for it to get season 16 or something on, I don't even know what. So now I have to go find season 16 somewhere because it's not on Netflix. And my friend said she paid for it, but so, because I think they're on season 17 now. Crazy. So I have to figure that out. And then I put, my daughter traveled for games tonight. They won and she played well. Yay, Roo, and go Tides. All right, so that's Thursday. The next day is Friday the 25th. It's the Fish Bowl. It's the annual big game between the two high schools in town, and it is a huge rivalry. I don't know why. I mean, I know why, but we have not won since we've moved here, but they keep cheering. They keep going and showing up in full force. So I'm excited about that. I made a little tip in here. I just put fishbowl with some fish stickers. I said, holy cow, tonight was bad. My husband and I went for half and they got beat the worst ever. The kids are crazy with spirit though, and I love that. So my daughter and son went full tilt boogie with their outfits and whatnot. And then my husband and I left at halftime. I was like, I can't, we got to go. So I went to the chiropractor today. She works on my shoulder. She cupped it and taped it. hoping she can fix it and no MRI is the plan. And then, oh, Eric and I had date day. It was beautiful and crisp fall today. It's so beautiful. And I just always love that we make time for us. Again, I talk about this all the time. We don't have like a set date day or a set thing. So because his work is crazy. And so when he has some time off, we try to make time for us, which I really honor. Okay, in here, my son was invited to race today on a giant race boat. It's a T52. It's a racing yacht, much like in the America's Cup or Transpac, or not the fancy ones, but super cool. So he took off to go do that today, and he got to trim the sails, and he had a blast. They ended the day in first. It'll be exciting to see how the boat finishes the rest of the weekend. He will not be racing with them the rest of the weekend, but he was up in Seattle Yacht Club. So again, a huge honor. And then I got my order today from Free Prints, and I'm just so behind on scrapbooking, making sure I have you guys. I don't know what to do. I definitely spend time doing this journaling every day, but I don't put photos in here, nor do I really want to. I do my little HP prints, but I don't know. So anyway, I have definitely watched Gina at the Rebookery, and she talks a lot about like her transition and her growth and her transitioning from like scrapbooking to journaling. And there was like this guilt maybe of not scrapbooking. And then so I'm definitely kind of in that phase because I'm so drawn to this, but I also feel like this is something I don't know. So I'm kind of stuck, but I definitely am current on printing the pictures. So I get a half a point, I guess, for that. So I could do more scrapbooking if I spent less time journaling. So I just put, oh my God, get it done. So anyway, a little note there. All right. The next day was the 26th, and Saturday we did a fun ruck today with our ruck club. It was a Halloween ruck. They gave out goodie bags at the end. Oh my gosh, you guys, I cannot. Okay, look at this. This is so funny. Okay, let me make sure I have you. Can you see this? Okay, so it was a costume ruck. So I'm like, one, it's freezing, and two, I have to walk like 4 miles with a weighted backpack. So I showed up in a full like pajama bodysuit turkey, right? I was the only one. So, oh yeah, that's what it looks like. So we had a Halloween ruck today. We were supposed to wear costumes. So I showed up in a full turkey suit. Yeah, I was the only one wearing a costume. So I took it off. Thankfully, I had like my light gym pants and a t-shirt on underneath it. Cause it was, I was going to just wear it underneath it, but it was not enough it's not what I would have worn if I did not have this whole body layer suit on. Anyway, I found a windbreaker in my car, and that's what I wore. So I put, who's the turkey? So anyway, there was one little boy there that had like a plastic, transformer vest on or something and a mask. But oh my gosh, it was bad. I'm so glad I had clothes on, but and was able to go without it because I would have felt like a total ding dong. So anyway, after that, I went to Walmart on the way home for a variety of random things, and it was $200 later. So I went home and took a nap. My daughter went to the coffee house with her friend and his mom to listen to a local band play. It's a teenager their age. And they apparently were really good. They do cover songs of like a lot of classic rock. And it was packed. So I'm really glad she got to go do that. And then Ian and I watched football and I journaled. And so one of the things I found at Walmart was a sweater for Buddy. So he looks so handsome. So I put that there. And then I just put this sticker or stamp there of kind of like a girl. But I thought that was kind of funny. So he got a new fall sweater. And then my boy took his ACT today. Not sure how it went. There's just a lot of pressure. I'll be glad when his apps are complete, and then he can choose what school he wants to go to. Because for those of you that have college kids, you've already been there, and we've all been through it. But it just seems it's a lot. It's a lot. And he's handling it very much with character and grace, but it's a lot. So I honor that. All right, the 27th is Sunday. I put one dark and stormy night, not. The weather here has been beautiful. Crisp, sunny days a little bit. Some rain, but will not complain. It is gorgeous. So Rue and I drove back to the mall to return her homecoming stuff that she didn't wear, and we bought some gifts for this week. She had some senior gifts to do for soccer and that sort of thing, and then drove her to Max's house to give a birthday gift to his mom, who's our friend. And then I put, Max has a funny cat who loves Rue, and so when we went there, she was like holding his cat the whole time, and it was just funny. All right, on the inside, oh gosh, this was fun. Okay, so I got the sweetest card from my aunt, my husband's aunt, really, Gigi, who, if you guys remember back here, like I had called on the day back from stamping. I had called her and I had told her when I was at this Saturday, she was at the Scrapbook Expo in California, which we always used to go to, and she had made me this card with a coffee cup on it. Crazy. So it had gotten here this day. This is actually part of the card, this circle up here. And so I just thought it was so sweet that she had made me this at the expo. And anyway, so I got it this day. Well, it's Sunday, so I actually probably got it on Saturday, but we opened mail this day. This is like some tissue paper from the gifts that my daughter wrapped and did. And my daughter has wanted a pair of Crocs. They are all the rage again with the soccer girls. And so today we got her the white pair that she wanted. Crack me up. Yep, you crock me up, which is one of the stickers I had gone over in my last video. I was going to give both of them away because we didn't own any Crocs, but you know what? We do now. There's a pair of Crocs in our house. And so now the high schoolers are wearing them again and decorating them and everything. And I put, at risk of sounding like my mother, I can't believe all these trends are back. Not even updated. It's like the same dang ugly shoes and the caboodles. Have you guys seen those? It's like the ones they didn't sell. Like, they're the exact same caboodle. They haven't updated them. It's like the plastic boxes. I had one in the 80s. Don't get me wrong. I'm just dying. So anyway, it's all back. So that was just funny. This is actually the tag. You can see it says Crocs. This is the actual tag from it. And I just tipped it in. And then this was, I don't know, like a Geico envelope or something, but it had Halloween spooky stuff on it. And then I made a note in here. And, oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, so this day was Saturday. My boy took his test. He couldn't sail with his team, and they were doing team racing, and they were like in last place when he got up there last night. And so the boy was able to race today. He got a few wins, so he brought the team score up. They learned a lot about prepping for spring, and also they had a good time, and it was not stressful, which he just loves. So my husband worked on redoing tillers and trophies, which was so cool because he did some woodwork and prepped some really cool stuff. So I just made that note card. Again, this is paper, a notepad from Sweet Elizabeth. I think she gave me like 4 or 5 pieces of it a while back. So I'm trying to use it up and make some tags. I did... so it's thin note paper, right? And then I just put it, this is actually a Project Life card. I just, put it on there to give it some body, right? So that goes in there like that. All right. All right. The 28th is Monday. We got a new box of cereal, and it has this box top thing on it. And it says you can scan them now. And you don't even scan the box. You scan your receipt. And so I put, what? We've been clipping box tops for 15 years. I wonder how this will work out. I'm sure it'll be fine for them. I'm sure they've done their research and everything is digital now, but it's just crazy to me. Like everybody collected these for us. The neighbors used to collect them. My parents, they'd send little bags, and the kids would take them into the schools and turn in their box tops. And the schools get like 10 cents a piece for each one of these that's turned in. And so anyway, just new, we're new era. We're moving into the future here. So pretty cool. I put all progress takes place outside the comfort zone. That's kind of my quote for the day. And I got some journaling done. I was making a whole bunch of these coffee cups. Here's some Halloween buttons. I may have posted this on my Instagram this day. I mean, I made a slew of them because I only have that stamp set, right, for a little bit. So I've just been playing around and piecing them together and whatnot. So I've been trying to do that. So I put one there. I just love that. And I put, my daughter had practice and then went to leadership room to work on the posters for senior night. We had steak and asparagus for dinner. not close to whole food plant-based. So I put that there because when I was doing journaling, was watching the Game Changers, which is whole food plant-based and is looking better and better for the first time. I'm considering it. And I'm starting to gather info on it. Thank you, Felicia. So I know you guys know all of Felicia's pages, and I don't know. I'm considering it. So, and then I watched I'm Not Your Guru by Tony Robbins, and I watched the Brene Brown special, which I've seen before and just love. So I was just filling my cup today, knowing that work is super stressful. My body's not responding well. I'm not able to work out. And so I'm spending extra time doing things that I can do in terms of like being mentally prepared for the week. I'm wanting to focus more on the nutrition and fueling from the inside, and doing like yoga or whatever at home, like stretching and that sort of thing. So just really tried to spend this day to kind of work on that and prep myself for the week, because this week was going to be a little nuts at work. So, okay. Tuesday the 29th, brought in cupcakes for the groups. We ran goodbye groups today, or termination groups, because my boss was leaving. And so the groups that she's ran, and then everybody else, we had like goodbye projects all day for people to come in and do for her. So it was an emotional day. I think it went well clinically. And so I just had to kind of be on my A game here and grounded in order for that to happen. So this is paper. I used it back here too. It came off of something. I don't remember what. I don't know where it went. It was like an envelope or something. And it had, again, a Halloween decoration on it. And then I just cut it up a couple times and have been using it. These are, isn't that cool? It's metal. It's a eyelet, Halloween eyelet. I have a set of them in my Halloween scrapbooking box. And so I got him out and put him there. I put, this is kind of my work picture. Sometimes I put a work picture in there. We had a major meeting after the clinical day. We went into a 4.5 hour meeting to plan. So those notes are in this little book. It's a picture from a, encyclopedia or whatever. I just made a little booklet there with some paint. And then here I put Live Your Dreams Out Loud, and I put Rue had another shutout today and helped celebrate senior night. So I wasn't actually there because I was at the meeting. My husband was there to watch that. And then this is one of my stamps. I don't know if it's a Tim Holtz or a Diane Reevely. I'm not too sure, but it's a stamp set I have. It says, "What appears to be the end is usually the start of a new beginning." And I put that there definitely about my work stuff, but then I also made a note that today was the day I turned in the baby pictures for my son's senior yearbook. Crazy. So it definitely applies to that too. So that was that day, Tuesday the 29th. Wednesday was the 30th. I just put regular day. Here's another one of those metal die. I think it's a die. I don't know what it is. An eyelet. I don't know what it is, but anyway, pretty cool. This is another piece of that calendar that I cut up. And then scrapbook paper and like a sticker from a sticker set here it looks like journaling cards. And I just put regular Wednesday, saying goodbye after work. We went out for tacos. So I got the sweetest happy mail from Debbie. Thank you, Debbie. This is a Halloween card and a note in here. I had sent her some happy mail, and so this was like a return happy mail and a thank you. And, well, I can show you. She sent me some stuff I already used, but look at this. Oh my gosh. Aren't they amazing? And they're like the originals. So cool. I love those. Look at this fun one. It's like super textured, and can you see that? This looks like maybe decoupage from a napkin, this piece. I'm not sure, but this is like this, cheesecloth, I guess, maybe dyed or inked. So cool. And she's initialed all of them. I don't know. Very cool. And then look at the 2 jelly prints she sent me, you guys. Oh my gosh. This one is already claimed for my December. And then look at this one. Oh, it's so pretty. So I think I'm actually going to save this for January. Those are getting saved. And then these I'm going to put into my November journal so I can try and use those in there. Because I promised myself I was not going to hoard stuff anymore. And so I'm trying to use it. And whoever said it was like, you save it because you want the perfect thing for it, or the perfect, and this is the perfect thing for it. Like, this is my daily journal. It is what I use. It is what I love right now. This is the perfect space for something if I want to put this in there and use it. So I'm just going to use it, and I just honor it so much. So thank you again. All right. This is October 31st. Here we go. It says Happy Halloween, Witches. I made a little envelope out of some encyclopedia paper. I put a tag in there, a stamp, my date stamp. Here's another one of those cups. I put Witch's Brew with Scream and Sugar. Oh my gosh. Halloween. This tips out like this. Let me make sure I have you. Yes, I do. Okay. This is just a cutout from some scrapbook paper. I think it's similar. I think it's the same set, right? I think I cut a piece out. This is part of her envelope. This was the back flip side of her envelope. This is a sticker, like a school sticker I put in there. So I flipped this up and put some scrapbook pieces in here that I had. I ordered the boys' cap and gown today and announcements. Do I have you? And then I sent in payments for both kids today for all of their AP tests because those were due. And then my daughter got notice that she was accepted into National Honor Society. I'm so proud of her, and her brother being an officer this year makes it even more special. So I sent in the money to join. So money, money, money. But that's okay. Super proud parents, again, honoring their journey and their dedication to what they're doing. So, and I also acknowledge the level of stress that goes with being a kid today. So that goes in there. And then I had this in my scrapbooking, like my school stuff for scrapbooking. So I put that in there. And look at the stickers Debbie put on it. It's Snoopy. I love it. All right. This was the stamp that this is the, the envelope was like this. And so this was in the corner of it, and she colored it. So I just cut it out, and I made a little note here. I put sweetest happy mail from Debbie. Thank you. She included some Halloween yumminess and homemade papers and tags, and I will use them. So cute. Thank you. This is one of those plastic recollections pads, which I just love. So I use that as a flip here on top of it. And then I put some scrapbook paper down, and then I just cut this envelope up into strips to put my journaling on. I put lame Halloween for the first time in 18 years. No costumes or anything. My daughter had a major game, so they always dress nice on game days, so no costumes. They won. She got another shutout. And then my boy came home and packed because he leaves early for nationals tomorrow. And that is it. That's the end of October. So, I have already emptied out the end of, the back part here. I had lots of fodder and whatnot. I had other things like in here that I was going to use maybe. I've already emptied out, like I had other dates and Halloween stickers in here. I've emptied those out. They go back into my Halloween packet. This page right here, I might do like a goodbye just journal if I want to. I'm not too sure. Oh, I forgot to show you. So this up here, this tag, if you will, up here, this is a cupcake thing that I folded in half and glued. I got that idea from Elizabeth last year. She uses those sometimes and puts them flat so there's a circle. So and I've done it also here, obviously. If I didn't point that out, sorry. That's a cupcake. Well, not a cupcake holder. You know what I'm saying. Anyway, so I might do a goodbye October. I may not. And then that is my book. So that's kind of the fatness of it. You can see. This is not super strong. This is just scrapbook, thicker paper, not cardstock necessarily, but it's thicker paper. So I may, I have to decide. I might put like an eyelet in here and an eyelet in here and put some sort of clasp on it, or I might just band it. I might just tie it because it doesn't have to be opened and closed all the time. I might glue this. I might fix it up just a little bit. I took a gamble with putting this fat thing on the front this year, so we'll see. But that is my October. You guys, thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. I hope you had a wonderful month. I appreciate you watching. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. And I hope you find something that inspires you today. Have a great day. Bye.